We are here today with Laura O'Neill from Fin Partners, which actually is just a short walk that way from where we are right here. Talk a little bit about your relationship with HITLAB and how you guys are kind of original gangsters.
Yes, so Fin Partners has been involved with HITLAB for a number of years. We are a global public relations agency with sector experience across many industries. I am sitting from our health industry, which is obviously the one that's paired with HITLAB. And what we do in our health industry is really look to elevate the stories of our clients and the innovative work that they're doing in the healthcare space. And HITLAB's been a great partner to do that and really forge ahead in telling the amazing stories of clients within the healthcare ecosystem.
A lot of these innovators and medical professionals are really, really good at what they do, and they come up with some fabulous ideas and notions and devices and have no idea how to communicate the effectiveness of that, and that sounds like right where you come in.
Yeah, you're not wrong in saying that. I think, it's so amazing to see just the work that they've done on the ground, and that they should be able to have more awareness, to have more patients know what they are, to have more health ecosystem partners, right? Mm-hmm. And media is such a great tool to do that, but working with journalists has just evolved so much over the last few years, and there's just certain strategies and techniques that we can be a partner to really elevate that and make sure that these companies are able to articulate their stories and get that ink, right? That's what we always want, is that positive press.
Sure.
to help them reach goals, but also to help them reach all of those audiences to elevate whatever PR goal they have.
So you had a chance to present to the Innovator Summit today. Tell us a little bit about what you had to say.
Yeah, so my partner Glenn Silver and I actually surveyed 15 trade reporters in the health IT space, and we did it and unveiled the survey results here today at HITLAB. We thought this was such a cool way to approach the topic, since many of our audience members may have various levels of familiarity working with media, but that's our specialty and something that all of these companies should be doing in terms of getting their word out there. So we asked the journalists, what topic they're covering today and what topic they predict they'll be continuing to cover in the future. Mm-hmm. No secret, it's AI. Sure. Every journalist wants to really understand AI, but also accurately report what's happening in the field. And I think that's so interesting, because AI is so new and so emerging that these journalists are really scratching their heads in terms of which companies are doing it right and what the ethical boundaries are of it. So it was great to see that that's really what they have their pulse on. We also asked how they want to work with public relations professionals, but also others that want to share their stories. And so we got some insight into what connections they need, right? They want to hear about that human voice element. So they want those third-party voices from healthcare professionals and patients. And they want to see what any number product or organization, what the impact is on the transformation of healthcare delivery.
Right. We speak about these things in kind of general terms, but it's really about people, and it's about getting to know the people who are the ones that are the driving forces behind this, and others who may have concerns about new technology and that. And I think I don't want to assume anything here, but it's always been about a one-to-one connection anyway, hasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And one of our survey results showed it was about 53.3% of the journalists surveyed said that they want that human element. They want the healthcare practitioner and the patient voice included in what we pitch them. And in the PR biz, we call that giving them the silver platter, right? Having them have all the voices to be able to tell that, because the human thread is so important, because companies can talk about their innovations all day, and they should be, but having that extra step to really illustrate what's going on helps the journalists understand and helps the journalists then write that for their audience, and just really helps paint that story.
What I'm hearing from a lot of people who are presenting and have innovations is that, yes, 2-3 years ago it was a certain way, but right now this is kind of like the building of the peak of the health IT revolution. Does that sound about right?
Absolutely. I think what we saw in the survey results and why we have jobs as PR practitioners is because we want to be partners with these journalists. They don't want to write incorrect stories, and while they have their finger on their pulse, they're also not the PhDs of the health IT world. So bringing that knowledge, bringing them those accurate, credible information, sources, and studies help them to be able to articulate that story to their audiences and be the top tier and top authority in terms of accurate reporting that we all want the media to be, and it is.
Yeah, sure. Laura, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you sharing your thoughts with the folks.
Absolutely. Thank you.